Hello, good morning. My name is Krishna. This is my first YouTube video which I'm going to create and post it in YouTube today. I never thought that I'll create a video on trading related stuff, but one person who inspired me to learn trading, that is none other than Subhasis from Power of Stocks. The main reason to create video to review one of the strategy from Power of Stocks. I'll explain you strategy and we'll review the same strategy for the month of March 2022. The strategy is simple. Uh, so I'll tell you clearly. Time frame should be 5 minutes. I hope if you see here, the time frame should be 5 minutes. We need to mark first 5 minutes red candle. First 5 in a day, first red candle. We need to mark it. Then here one more thing, like the candle should not be more than 100 or more than 150 points. If it is below 100 to 150 points, then only we will consider that candle. Otherwise, we will be not consider because stop loss will be more. Uh, Initial day, anyhow, it will be a little bit volatile. So we will be marking if the candle is below or in between 100 to 150 points. Okay. So we'll be reviewing for the March month. Then, based on the results, we will, you know, consider how can we take up this strategy. So let's get started the video. So I'll be saving the results. Okay, first we'll start the video. So here, this is March 2nd. Market opened and made a one red candle. So as per our strategy, we need to mark first red candle of the day. If you see this candle, high and low, high is 35. Here you can able to see high, low, close and all. If you see high, 35,553, low is 35,302. So it means almost 300 to 550 points, 250 points plus candle. So we are not going to consider this candle here. We will be considering next red candle whenever it may form. So if you see here, this is another second red candle. I'll mark it here. This is the second red candle. First red candle we are not going to take up. Second red candle we will be considering. Okay. So I'll mark those levels. So this is the high and this is the low. If you see this candle high and low, 35 35 472 and 35 379, so almost 100 to 110 points. So we can able to consider this candle as our indication candle to take up the trade. So as per rule, whenever the red candle is breaking down here, we need to take up the trade. So we'll be get ready by that time. So this is our trade. Whenever it is breaking down, we'll be taking up the trade and stop loss will be above that candle. Target as per your risk and reward ratios, either it is 1.2, 1.2, 0.5, 1, 1.1. As per your position sizing, we need to decide your per day risk. Based on per day risk, you can able to decide this one. So this is the first trade we got on March 1st, March 2nd. So this is one successful trade for us. So I'll just marking here. Uh, 2nd March. Trade successful. Okay. Okay, so this is one trade. Then I'm just removing these drawings. So whole day it went down, 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 down. So this is the high point, almost day ending. It touched our stop loss, but before that we'll be closing our trade up here itself. So this is one trade. Then we'll go to next day. This is March 3rd. March 3rd also we can able to take up the trade, so we'll be marking first red candle high and low. So whenever the first red candle is breaking down, here we'll be taking up the trade, short trades. Stop loss will be above the candle and target will be anything like 1 is to 2. For reviewing, at least we'll maintain 1 is to 2. Later we'll see. So second day, second trade, second day, first trade, it is successful. I'm just marking successful, two trades successful. So if you see whole day, market is downtrend. There's no there's no point of touching our stop loss here. This is second day. Then we'll be going to third day. It's March 4th. Market has opened a little bit gap down and made big red candle. If you see here this red candle high and low, high is 34,675, low is 34,291, 292, 675, almost 300 plus points candle this one. So we are not going to consider this candle. As per strategy, next red candle. So this is the next red candle, 5 minutes time frame. I'll be marking up this one. So whenever it is breaking down, we have to take up the trade. So if you see this one low, 34,395. Next candle low, 34,395, 93.60, 95.30. So it means it didn't cross this second candle uh, before this red candle. Whenever this red candle is crossing, that time only we have to take up the trade. So it went up. We didn't took any trade here. So it didn't cross. It went up. We didn't took any trade. Again, it is came down. When it is crossing down, that time we will be taking up trade. So this candle, exactly from this candle, we'll take up the trade. So this is our entry candle. Stop loss should be above the red candle, which we marked first red candle only. Stop loss and target should be 1 is to 2. So 4th of March also trade is successful. Okay, let's move on to next day. 4th done. So this is the entire this these lines you can able to indicate like this is the day end and day starting. So it came down, then it is shooting up. So anyhow, our trade has been closed in this period itself. So we'll go to next day. So this is 7th of March. 7th of March has opened very big gap down. It's big gap down. So whenever there is a big gap up, gap downs, we need to uh, reduce our position sizing and need to check price action as well. Need to be a little bit cautious in gap ups, gap downs. So as per our strategy, if you see this candle high and low, 33,541, 33,099. So it's almost 150 points candle. We can consider if your stop loss is feasible for this range. This is ours, and whenever we'll take up a trade, whenever it is breaking down, and stop loss will be here. Target will be at least 1.2, 1:2 ratio. Okay. So, but I do remember on that day some glitch was there in Fire's trade account. Almost not in Fire's, in NSC itself. Almost 1 hour. Somehow I remember it was 1 hour or more than 30 minutes. Market was stopped because of that glitch. Okay. So again, market has started almost 10:55 time. This is just glitch. So 11 o'clock market has been started. So if you see as per our trading, it, it didn't touch to our stop loss. Either it didn't touch our profit because of this risk reward ratio is bigger one. Okay, 7th March. Still by end of the day you are in break even level. No target, no stop loss. So 7th April, sorry, 7th March, no results. Okay, when up to 3 days, 4 days, three successful, one is no results. Coming to 8th. So first red candle. So this is the first red candle. High is 704, low is 453. So we are not going to consider this one more than 250 points candle, this one. So next red candle is high is 617, 32,617, low is 32,494, almost 150, below 150 points. So I am this one we can mark it and we can take up the trade here, high and low. So we mark the first red candle, first valid red candle, then whenever it is crossing down we'll take up the trade. So here if you take trade, stop loss will be above this candle, target will be 1:2. So here stop loss hit, but if you just observe clearly, stop loss hit, it went up, again it is coming down. So in this time, if your per day risk reward ratio is comfortable, you can take up another trade here whenever it is crossing same red candle, but not in index, in options. So here based on this red candle we'll mark the same candle in options. In a same option, if it is crossing down, that time we'll be taking up the trade. So as per our rule, we'll plan single trade per day. So this is 8th March, take up the trade and it is failed. Okay, so let's move on to next day. This is 9th. So if you see this one very big red candle, it will be all more than 300 plus points. So as per our rule, we'll be marking next red candle. If Okay, this is our next red candle. So whenever it is breaking down, we'll be taking up the trade as per strategy rules. Stop loss will be above this candle. Target will be 1:2. So that day also we hit the stop loss 9th March. Failed. Okay, fine, no problem. But only one stop loss hit it. We didn't took any other trades and it didn't came below that candle as well. It came down, but still it just went away. We are taking up only single trade per day. So yeah, okay. So we'll moving on to next day, 10th of March. Let's market. Yeah, okay. In the March, market was a little bit volatile, not little bit more volatile market. Okay. So as per strategies, first candle is more than 200 points. We'll market next red candle, high and low. So high and low, whenever it is crossing down, we'll take up the trade. So this is our entry. Stop loss will be above the candle. Target will be 1:2. So as per 1:2 ratio, this trade also failed. But if in case your risk per day is feasible to take another trade, still you would have been taken here one more trade. But if you see this here, if you take, sorry, if you take up trade here, okay, anyhow, we are not going to take up any extra trades. So 10th March, first trade failed. Coming to 11th. So okay, as per trading strategy, we will follow the strategy, but before that, you should analyze the pre-day's market. How is the market trend? Whether is it bullish or bearish or sideways. Based on that, you can take a wise decision. Okay, so not like just blindly come and take the trade. You should think about the trend of the market as well. Okay, anyhow, we'll just proceed with the strategy. So 11th March, first red candle is here. Whenever it is breaking down, we'll take up the trade and it immediately hit our stop loss. So it hit our stop loss again. It came down and hit our target as well. If you'd have take another trade on base strategy. Okay. So 11th March, first trade failed, but second trade is successful. hope previous day also second trade was successful. Huh? Yes. Okay, let's move on to next day, 14th. First red candle. This one is 946, 769. Oh yeah, we can consider this one. Let's remove this lines and mark freshly. Okay, whenever it's crossing down, we are taking up the trade. I hope it, as per our risk reward ratio, it failed. Okay, it is failed, but only one stop loss. But next entire day, it is moving upside. Okay, what is date? 14th March. Okay, let's move on to 15th. This is a very simple strategy. Just to for beginners, it is useful. Whenever bearish market is there, they can able to capture maximum points. So as per our strategy, we mark first red candle and taken up the trade here. Stop loss will be here. Risk reward ratio 1:2. So it is failed first trade on 15th March. Trade failed. Again, second trade you can able to plan here if your risk per day is possible. Same red candle, low crossed on the same day. Stop loss here. Target 1:2. Yes, immediately it gave our target. But if you see the profits, it's more than 1:5 profits you can get it. Okay, second trade is successful. Okay, fine. Let's move on to next day, 15th done, 16th. 16th completely sideways market. Still we can able to check our strategy. This is high 35,806, low 35,685. Yeah, still we can consider because below 150 points, around 100 points. So whenever it is crossing down, we can take up trade. Otherwise, you can mark based on this candle as well, red candle. So as per our strategy, we'll take up trade here. Stop loss will be here. Target will be 1:2. Okay. So it came almost 1 is to 1.5, but as per our strategy, 1:2 will plan it. Okay. But if you observe the same day, it's completely sideways market. It's okay, fine. But at the end of the day also, it didn't touch our stop loss. So yeah, it's not a target hit and neither stop loss hit. 16th March trade, no results. Okay, next day. Okay, we'll check on 17th how it performed. Okay, first red candle will mark it if it is 478, 416. Yeah, it is looking good. So we are going to take up trade whenever it is crossing down. Stop loss is above that candle. 1:2 risk reward ratio will maintain. Okay, we have taken up trade and it took our stop loss immediately. Then there's no chance to take up another trade until almost end of the day. It's almost 3:10 o'clock. It broken down. That time I don't think anyone will take up the new trades for intraday. So one trade it is failed 17th March. Okay, let's move on to next day, 21st. So 21st market open, big bearish candle. This much of candle will not consider it. Next candle high is 276, low is 176, almost exact 100 points. Then we can take up this trade. Okay, whenever it is crossing down, we will be taking a trade. This point, and stop loss will be above our candle. Target will be 1:2. So whenever it is crossing down, that time we'll take up the trade. But after this candle, immediately it shoot up little bit. Then again it came down. So our target initiated by this candle. In this candle, almost 940 candle, it came down. Again it went up. Here exactly it touched our stop loss and came down. Okay, first trade is loss, but if you see here, if you would have taken second trade, stop loss will be same. First trade candle high and low only. Target will be 1:2. So second trade is successful on the same day itself. Okay, 21st March. 21st March trade. First trade is failed. Second one is successful. Okay, let's move on to next day, 22nd of March. First candle is big red candle. We are not going to consider second candle 925 831. Yes, it is in our range, so we'll mark it as per our strategies. We'll take up the trade whenever it is crossing down, and target is 1:2 minimum. Oh, see here it is 1:2. It is given immediately, but if you see the target uh, movement, almost 1:4, almost 1:4, it touched 1:4, it given. Okay, as per our plan, we'll trade as per risk reward ratio. March trade successful. So first trade is successful, then our second trade anyhow, first trade is successful, then second trade anyhow will not consider. But still, if you want to take here, there's no sign at all that market has been reversed, right? Once it is crossed, so only one trade for the day. Okay, so we'll going to next trade, 23rd. As per our strategy, we'll mark first red candle. We'll take up the trade whenever it is crossing down. Stop loss will be above the candle. Target will be 1:2. So if you see in this day 1:2 given immediately, but if you have patience and hold, see almost 1:7 ratio it given. Okay, but as per ours, the trade is successful. 23rd. This is the beauty of this strategy. Whenever it is successful, it will give enormous results. Like it may take you 1 is to 2, 1 is to 3, 1 is to 4. But if it is failing, it will be giving our stop loss maximum 100 points or 150 points. So 24th next day, as per our strategy. So this candle high is 714, low is 667. So it's not even 50 points candle. But here one more catchy thing is whenever you are taking up the trade based on this first red candle, you should be able to see this red candle. Like means it should be a little bit stronger candle. It's not like uh, 10 points, 20 points, 30 points. At least it should be 50 plus or 60, 70 plus to 100 points. Then only we can able to consider this candle. Why? Because based on this candle, if you see, if you analyze this market on the day, market has been opened big gap down. Okay. First point we need to remember, we need to control our position size. We need to reduce our position size. Big bearish and little bit pull up, then continuous green candles, then small red candle, then again green candle. So, so if it is, it's very small candle, so I don't want to consider this one. But still, if you want to consider, you can consider. But I don't prefer to consider this one. At least it should be minimum some. So 8, let's say 899, 845. It is also almost 60 points. Still, we cannot consider this one. 864, 796. So this one also almost 60, 70 points. Yeah. So you can consider this one. Uh, okay. We'll take up the trade here. Stop loss will be days high or above the candle. Stop loss at least it should be day high. It will be good here in this trade. Okay. 1 is to 2. First trade is failed. Then it went up. Again it came down. But if you take up the second trade on the same day, stop loss will be same. Targets 1 is to 2. It's already done here itself. But if you see the target, it's almost 1 is to 4 also. 1 is to 4, more than 4. 1 is to 4 it has given on that same day. Here we are just giving a stop loss of 100 points, but here if you see almost how many points we are capturing. So don't think in trading everything is possible in a profits way. Stop loss and profits both are a part of the trading. So first trade is failed on 24th March. Trade failed, but second trade is successful. Okay, let's move on to 25th of the March. If you see this candle, when you have big candle, this one 559, 394, almost 160 points candle. Okay, so okay, we can consider this one, not a problem. Take up the trade here. 1 is to 2. So here candle is big, that's why our risk and reward ratio also will be big. Okay, so it went and hit our stop loss, came down again, it went again, came down. But here we see it didn't cross our below of the candle. So when it crossed again here, if you would have take up the second trade, stop loss will be same, target will be 1 is to 2 same. So oh, sorry. Okay, if you see whole day, It didn't touch our target, but at the end of the day it touched our stop loss. Okay, 25th March. 25th March. First trade failed, second trade failed. Okay, cool. Let's move on to next. So 28th March, it opened on big red candle. See this candle, 304, 154, almost 150 plus candle. Let's mark this one. But as per strategy, it should be 100 to 150 points. Okay, let's no problem. If you are until unless you are in control, there's no problem. While taking up the trades. Next to two. Okay, so that day it didn't touch immediately our target, our stop loss. Almost in second half it even break out upside. So this is the where we have accepted our loss. Yeah, correct. So only one trade per the day. Next entire day it will be in uptrend. Yeah. So 28 only one trade that is failed. 28 trade failed. Okay, coming to 29th of March. First red candle. High is 977, low is 813, 813, 200 points red candle. This is also more than 200 points. This is 865, 820, 40 point, 35 points not considered. Third can, this one, 947, 860, 947, 860. Yeah, it is considerable because almost 90 plus points. So I'll mark up this candle. We'll take a trade. Target stop loss will be high of the day or low, high of the candle. 1:2 is our risk reward ratio. Okay, so immediately it touched our risk reward ratio as per 1:2 and closed our trade. Then if you see the whole day, it is below than our candle only. If you'd have hold it, you may get it, but it's okay. 1:2 is more than enough to survive in this market. You'll not be following only single strategy, right? This is one of the strategy, but so okay, this is 29th trade is successful. 29th March trade successful. Okay, let's move on to 30. So first candle very big red candle, second candle is 31280, 30 40 50 points, only 50 points I think we can consider because there is bearish momentum, so mostly I would have been taken up trade here. But yeah, it is crossed, but immediately it just bounced back. But still, if you are that much fast and would have taken this trade up here, you'll be in giving your stop loss 50 points here, very minimal. Next to two. Okay, so immediately touched our stop loss. Then whole day it didn't give any another trade. So 30 March trade failed. Okay, let's move on to 31st. So first candle is 463,310. yeah, 150 points. Okay, 150 points. If you are willing to give 150 points, you can take up the trade here. Okay, maybe. But even if you consider second candle, if you are feeling that this is a big candle, generally I would have taken next candle if it is our risk reward ratio is less 404 333, so almost 70 plus points. This is comfortable for me, so I would have taken up trade here. Stop loss will be here, target will be 1 is to 2. But anyhow, market bounced back immediately and hit our stop loss. Then whole day there's no trade up. Here again one more signal came to take up the trade. 2 o'clock to something, yeah, 2 o'clock. Same candle, high and low. So two candles hit, but yeah, it is just sideways on the day end of the day, and it touched our stop loss. True trade stop loss, but you know one thing, we will not take up the trade based on this index. Second trade based. See, I'll explain you clearly. First, we will mark first red candle in index. Then we will open options chain of the nearest either ATM. So this is somewhere 36,400 call option or put option we will open on the same day. So we will mark the same red candle in the call and put option in option chain. So when it is giving next signal, not in the index, in option chain we have, if it will give next signal, that time you have to take the trade, but not on uh, index level. Okay, so this is end of the March. Let's find out how is the, okay, this is, I marked it. Okay, let's mark it as a green. Okay, total 1 2 3 4 5 6 successful trades completed, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 12 first trades failed. These are the first trades only. Okay, first trade per day. Okay, this is green and this is, so total in entire March 5 successful trades, 6 successful trades, 12 first trades has been failed. But if you see here, second trades on 1 2 3 4 5, second trade, 5 second trades are successful. One second trade is failed here. Remaining days there's no second trade at all. So this is the strategy for the March month. 5 minutes red candle, whenever it is crossing down, that time we'll take up this trade. But whenever you are seeing the bearish trend, okay, whenever if you whenever if you see bearish momentum, bearish trend, that time this strategy will work like anything, means it will give maximum profits. If you see here, let's go to 15 minutes candle, or daily candle will go. Okay, March month. So if you see, trend is downtrend. So March starting it was in downtrend. So first 1, 2, 3, 4 days continuously it was giving profits for us. Correct. Then pullback came down. It some kind of M pattern it formed. If you see here clearly in daily time frame. So whenever it is crossing this line, it's some kind of W pattern to take up the trend reversal. So that's why in this phase we may face losses, but only first trade itself we can able to exit, like we take the loss and we'll exit here. So yeah, that's it for March month of this. So this is the result as per my psychology and my trade setup. Maximum I'll take up 2 trades per day. One first trade, if it is failed, then I'll wait for second trade. If first trade it is successful, then I'll close the day and I'll just go out of the trading session. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you.